This is it, folks. The Hornet SC360 from American Motors. AMC made a big splash in 1969 with the compact Hearst Scrambler. That car had 390 cubes and 315 horsepower. Then, poof, it was gone after 1 year. 1971 came this car. It was one of the last muscle cars introduced, and it was AMC's latest compact muscle car. Unlike the 390-inch Scrambler, this car had the smaller 360 under the hood, and only a 2-barrel was standard. But if you ordered the Go package and got the SC360 with the 4-barrel carb and lots of other goodies, including that beautiful fresh air hood, then you had something. This is Muscle Car Campy saying, hello there. Got another piece of AMC history in front of us. It's a rare one, and we dig it. Interesting story about this SC360. The original owner only kept it a few months, returned it to the dealer, traded it on something else. The next owner kept the car up until around 1986. He drag raced it. It went a best time of 1390 at 102, and that's with the modifications that are under the hood right now. Edelbrock intake manifold, headers. We're not exactly sure what the original gear in the car was. The current owner thinks it might have been a 354, but it does have the optional 391s right now. Again, the Hornet SC360 was a one-year-only wonder, released just as compression ratios were coming down and insurance rates were going up. The Hornet shared a name that was sacred in the company's history. In the early days of NASCAR, the Hudson Hornet dominated the circuit, winning consecutive championships from 1951 to 54, with men like Marshall Teague and Tim Flock behind the wheel. The Hornet was introduced again in 1970 as a compact car equipped to compete with the likes of the Ford Maverick, Chevy Nova, Plymouth Valiant, and Duster. For those wanting a little performance, the hot new model was the SC360. True, the base 360 was a 2-barrel equipped model and made a mere 245 horsepower, but the Go package gave you the optional 4-barrel carb, complete with the functional cold air hood you see here. It upped the pony count to 285 at 4,800. Torque was a surprising 390 pound-feet at only 3,200 RPM, giving you a ton of punch around town. As we said, compression ratio was regular gas friendly, and it came in at 8.5 to 1. You know, it's really simplicity personified in here. 2-spoke steering wheel, 4 gauges in front of you, including the 6,000 RPM red line on the tach. The second owner added a couple of gauges, temperature, oil pressure gauge. There's no air conditioning. You do have a non-stock shifter. This car came with a Hearst shifter from a factory, but this now has a different Hearst shifter. We especially like the split bench seat, both sides recline. That's a real something nobody else really offered back then. It's amazing. But again, just such simplicity. This is also from the second owner. It's got a backup ignition system, or it had a backup ignition system in it. Just an AM radio from the factory. The command air equipped, which meant nothing. It was really just a vent system. It was not air conditioned. So we really like seeing it in the limelight green iridescent paint. This car, as we said, had one repaint, and the interior being green. It's kind of a typical bench seat of the era, pretty flat, fairly comfortable. This car has a really stiff clutch, a throwback to its racing days. It's one of the reasons the owner doesn't like driving it as much in traffic. It's definitely a handful with this clutch. But inside, like I said, this thing is just so simple. Check out under the hood. Look at those headers. They are old school all the way. The current owner doesn't even know what brand they are. They were on the car when he bought it, and pretty interesting. Otherwise, it's got some day 2 parts on here, the yellow wires. It's got the Edelbrock intake manifold under there. It's got a Provenance distributor. It's got the ram air setup from the factory. It does have the original AMC carburetor on there. It was an auto light, or it is an auto light. It does have the original carburetor back on there. It did not had a Holly on it when you bought the car. Goodyear Polyglass D70 by 14-inch black wall tires were standard, though raised white letter tires and a heavy-duty suspension package and the twin grip limited slip diff was optional. You could get the 4-speed car with 354 or 391 gears too. Hot Rod, Motor Trend, and Carcraft all got their driving gloves on the hot little Hornet for testing that year. Hot Rod reported a best of 1480 at 95 miles an hour with the automatic. Motor Trend clocked in a hair behind at 15.0 at 94. Carcraft, being drag racing's complete magazine at the time, added sticky tires, headers, and traction bars to run a best of 1378 at 101.92 miles per hour. The fact that the Hornet was a featherweight, coming in at around 3,200 pounds, gave it a real performance advantage, especially after you started adding the high-performance goodies that were available back then. Most of the Hornet SC360s we've seen have had the AMC rally-style wheels, just like the one in the ad. This particular model came with white wall tires and the Magnum 500 style wheels from the factory. One neat little trick AMC played, they put this red panel between the taillights to give you kind of the appearance of one large wide taillight. Just paint or tape, but looks good. We like the little Hornet emblem in the tail panel there. On the SC360, AMC also added a stripe that ran down both sides of the car, across the deck lid, and had SC360 callouts in the front fender. Again, it's just a one-year only model. We don't know now if AMC had plans to do a second model year with it. Muscle car era was coming to a close, but these are truly unique and special vehicles. This is Muscle Car Campy saying see you later. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're notified every time a new video goes live. We've got a lot of great cars coming up.